Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show how I actually make my flight plans and every other thing. It's funny how I keep getting those requests on WhatsApp and Instagram and TikTok and nothing on my YouTube. You guys should show me some love on YouTube as well. First of all, I like to come to settings and make sure on my graphics settings I make aircraft light low and I keep my mediums on setting, just because that suits my device better. And outside that, the sensitivity is not necessary because it does not apply to the controller. So the controller has like a regular sensitivity, I guess. And yeah, for my aircraft today I am going to be going from Bogota to Mexico City. Sorry, from Mexico City to Bogota. Yeah, that's it. Our ICAO code is MMMX to SKBO. Yeah, that's it. So I like to come to route, and this is like where I do my flight plan. So I come here and I use the ICAO code. As you can see, it's Mexico City right here. Same thing with this SKBO. We will just do SKB. So it's already there, so nothing will change. It will just still be the same. But one thing I like to do again to make sure that I am in line and everything is going well is I come here to the runways and I pick ILS. So right here we can see VOR DME 31. Honestly, I don't know what that means, so I'm going to change that into an ILS runway. And as you can see, this one right here, this one is 12,000 feet long. Same thing with the one on top. The one on top is also 12,000 feet long. So we're just going to use any of them. I guess any of them is fine. So yeah, that being said, we'll go with that, and I can go back now. And as you can see, the runway has changed. Now it's ILS 13. So ILS is very good for approach. That's why I do that. So yeah, that being said, I make sure the aircraft is sitting on one of these points where you have like white aircraft spots like this, so we can sit on any of these four positions. If I am not sitting on any of these four positions, you can see the cold and dark option goes away. But if I am here, you can see push with engines on, you can see push and start, you can see cold and dark. Cold and dark is always the one I go for, so that we can do everything from startup to shutdown. I like to do that a lot, right? Now that being said, I think I will go with this one. Let's just go with this one. So we'll click on cold and dark, we'll click on fly now, and we start the flight. So yeah, that's basically how I plan my flight. I forgot to do something. I still come to aircraft weight and I max it. You can't actually max both of them at the same time, so you can only max one. That's why if I push this one goes down. If I push this one goes down. So like that. And yeah, I like to fly heavy. So we'll be flying in a Boeing 737 MAX 9. And just to note that, because we are going to be seeing the aircraft now. So we are in aeromexico Boeing 737 MAX 9. As you can see here, we're right in the cockpit. This is what the aircraft looks like from the outside, as you can see. So this whitish thing flowing around us is actually the fog. I don't know how much the fog is for it to actually just float around us like this. And the one thing I've noticed about the MAX 9 is it is a little longer than the MAX 8, but the difference is not, you have to really look to see it, right? It's not very obvious, but how I identify it is if you come on top of it, you're going to see these straight lines. So on the MAX 8 there is like one big so I don't know what that is, if it is the antenna or something, I don't know. So yeah, that's how I differentiate MAX 8 and MAX 9 from afar. Other than that, it's really hard. You have to look at the windows to tell which one is which. That being said, let's go ahead, turn this aircraft on and align IRS like so, get it done on both sides. And then what I do next is basically just turn on window heat, which are these switches, and probe heat, which are these switches as well. And then I turn on ground power units, and I turn on electrics, hydraulics, and I have to bring this one off though. So usually we just take it off. Okay, it's off. So I turn this one on because we need it for the engines. And I turn off your damper.
Wait, may I go wash my eye?
Yeah, I'm starting to say something else already. Okay, so we'll come down here, fuel pumps. You actually just need these fuel pumps on a 737-800 to bring it on. For the Max, I don't know. I just put on everything. I mean, the fuel cannot waste anyways. So yeah, you turn on APU as well, and I like to turn on beacon light, which is this one right here, and logo light. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's what I do. And down here we're going to be setting our position in it. So we'll come here, we'll click on position initialization, copy this and click this. Now we have set that. We'll click on initial preference. I believe that's what that means, I'm not sure. So we'll click on this just to populate everything. The aircraft will basically do it for you, right? This is only on aerofly. In MSFS it doesn't do it for you. You have to calculate distance by yourself. So we're flying to flight level 350, which is fine because it's a little bit of a distance here. I think about 4 hours or so. I'm going to clear that because I don't want to fly to that altitude. So we're going to maintain all this one. We click on the N1 limits now. SEL about 35 degrees, which is fine. Every other thing checks out right. So we'll click on the takeoff. The flaps also will populate itself, and as you can see we have our V speeds. So it's a Max 9. That's why you're seeing a V speed, a V2 speed of 172. Usually you don't get to that, but because this is a bigger plane, we can get to that sometimes. So 166 for our rotation speed. So this 172 we have here, we're going to come here and populate that here, right here. So I'm going to tune that up to 172 right now. Right, so this one will bring it, it's the altitude we got there. So yeah, I believe it's 35,000 feet, which is fine as so. All right, so now I like to open this up just so that it is clearer. So I'll click on this and enlarge the range, and now you can actually see it's clear because that's what I use for taxi. I don't have like ATC to give me directions or the airport map. I can actually use the airport map, but that I just don't do that. You have to go back and come back and go back. It's just too much. It's too further away. All right, so now we're going to turn on our flight directors, auto throttle, and the other flight directors on the other side. So this will help you, enable you to arm your VNAV and LNAV. All right, I believe the APU is ready now. So we're going to flick this and this, and then we can turn off ground power unit. It will go off when parking brakes comes off. So we'll turn on no smoking sign, seatbelt sign, external emergency light. We'll turn that off as well. Let's quickly take a look at this if we're missing any other thing. No, we're not. So usually on flight simulators like RFS and MSFS you have checklists, but on aerofly you don't have checklists. Also on what is it called, on infinite flight sim you don't have checklist as well. So yeah, I'm going to turn on the ACs for now. When I'm ready to turn on the engines, I have to take the ACs off. Realistically, that is actually in the checklist. So here I'm going to come check the flight plan and just see that everything is exactly the way I want it. So we'll be going, there is a next page here. So this is our touchdown runway, which is SKBO, Bogota Airport. That's the ICAO code for Bogota Airport. and we'll be touching down at runway 13 right. So yeah, that being said, we also need to set our flaps, so we can drag it from the screen like that and drag it and drag it. It works very differently here, so I just like to use this button here on my gamepad and just do that and do that. As you can see, it just works very fine. Yeah, so that being said, we can go on, turn on our engines now. Let's get rid of this first. So we can turn on our engines now. So to turn on the engine, you need to make sure this button is actually switched to the side of the engine you want to turn on. So I'm going to switch this whatever to ground, and the engines are not ready because these are still on right here. So I'm going to turn off packs. APU bleed is on, so the engines should be fine now. Usually it doesn't care though. So yeah, as that is ready, I'm going to flick the fuel supply so that it supplies fuel to the engine. And while that is getting ready, let's get our course is actually easy to know. So it's 130 according to the runway. That's how you get your course. You get your course according to the runway. So if our runway is 13 right, it means our course can be 130 actually. So that is what we have here, and we're going to have that on the other side as well for 130 right there. I'm moving too much. Oh, right. So our frequency, which is something we're going to be putting here, we'll have to actually check online for that, but I'll walk you guys through it. I just use Google and I type in Bogota Airport runway 13 right, course and frequency, and then it just gives me everything. So yeah, all right, now we'll turn on engine number 1. So we'll flick this to the other side and switch that engine to ground, and as you can see, it's getting ready here. So we'll go ahead and add fuel to that, and while that is coming on now, we can flick this one because that engine is ready, and the moment we do that, we can actually turn off APU. Yeah, I think we can turn off APU and just taxi on one engine. I don't know if that is allowed. I've never done that before, but I think it's allowed to, as an aircraft engine, one engine can power the whole aircraft. So yeah, I think that is allowed. So while we wait for the other engine to come on, what I like to do is a pushback. So yeah, now you can see the pushback is applied. So we're going to just do a proper pushback now so that we get a very good alignment to taxi to our holding point. So I'll begin the pushback by throttling up on the keypad. So as you can see, the aircraft starts moving. Now I'm going to push the aircraft I'm going to use the right angle rudder to push the aircraft around. I'm not really sure which way goes out from here. I believe this one does. So yeah, the turnaround for aircraft in this sim is very, very weird. So I'm going to try to stop here, even though I know it won't work. But anyways, it takes too much time to stop. So yeah, that's pretty much the pushback. Now the problem here is when you get rid of pushback, the thing just disappears like that, which is really, really funny. But anyways, we are here again in the cockpit, and I am getting a sign of traffic down here. So maybe there is an aircraft behind me or something. I don't know. I didn't check for that. So okay, we're going to turn on all of these switches now as we have them: wing lights, wheel lights, logo lights. So this is the logo light, this is your nav light. When it comes all the way down, it's just your nav light. When it goes all the way up, that's your strobe light and nav light. So this is the wing light, this is the wheel light, this is the wing light, this is the beacon light, this is logo light. I honestly don't know what this is. In reality, this is not on a 737 MAX. I'm not joking, I'm actually very serious. Anyways, so the attitude we have here is not the attitude we have here, so we'll have to change that so that whenever we click on cabin pressure, it doesn't give us what we don't want. So now that is applied, and engine number 1 is ready also, so we can flick this one on again, and then we can turn off APU bleed and also turn off APU completely. Right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. What we'll do now, we just taxi away basically. So let's do that. Alright, so before taxiing away, we have to do our flight controls check. Trust me, this is very essential. Sometimes you think this thing is working and it is not, so you have to check. Alright, full left, sorry, full right, full left, full up, full down, rudders to the left, rudders to the right. Fantastic. So now we can actually taxi away. So I'm going to add a little bit of speed and we can get off the runway, and we can get off to the runway now. So what is left to do? Am I forgetting anything? So far no, I'm not forgetting anything. Alright, so that's fine. Let's just, this very funny fall, but yeah, it is what it is. That's what we're getting on the aerofly. So we're just going to taxi all the way down, and then we'll take a big turn into the runway and just lift off. So while we're doing that, well, is there anything we're not checking on? I don't think so. So we can come to I'm just going through everything over and over again. You can click on legs, you can click on previous. Okay, everything is fine. So let's just taxi away now. Ground speed of, what's our ground speed? Let me see. Ground speed of 10, not too much. I don't know where the traffic warning is coming from, but we have traffic somehow. I mean, it's right there. So as you can see, during the course of our settings, our flaps kind of went back to flaps 2. So we're going to bring it back up to flaps 5. Yeah, that is done. Now we just continue and get all the way to our runway. This is actually the runway we'll be taking off from. This one right here. And it is pretending to be covered by the fog. Well, we'll see. I'm not buying that though. This does not look like fog at all. It's like one terrible thing about aerofly, but that's fine. Alright, let's make sure we're on the center line. Let's make sure we're on the center line. Okay, the aircraft is going faster. I think that's fine. We can control it with the brakes. One beautiful thing I like about aerofly is how many aircraft you actually get to see. This is an Air France A330. I believe this is the A330-200 right here. Now the funny thing about that is it is not even in the scene. It is just here to feed our eyes. This is a 737. That's an old United airline, or is it America? I don't know. This is a WestJet, another 737. It's just nice how many realistic aircraft and airlines you have in this scene. Okay, we're getting close to our holding point. We're just going to turn in from here and do our takeoff. So let's bring landing lights on, runway lights on. That was what I was missing. We were taxiing without taxi lights. Alright, so the necessary lights are on, turned on. So I would have loved to just go on from here, but no, let's go all the way to the end. Let's fulfill all righteousness. So yeah, are we taxing too much? Probably. That was 29 knots. That was too much. Not really though, but yeah, you shouldn't move that much. So I like to go all the way, turn in, and have a beautiful roll out from here. Okay. This is what happens when you fly without a checklist. Your brain keeps telling you that you're missing something, which is what I keep feeling. I keep feeling as if I'm missing something, but obviously I'm not missing anything. What else is there to do? Nothing. So we're just going to turn in from here. I would have loved to go all the way, but I think that would have just led me to another taxi route. So let's just go from here. I don't think that's right though. Alright, so I'm going to go full throttle now from here. Now I'm doing full throttle from here because throttling in aerofly when you have the gamepad is actually weird. So you kind of it's slow. It doesn't feel like throttling when you're not using the gamepad, so it comes up very slowly. But anyways, S-speed is alive. Let's just focus on this rollout now. Okay, I'm trying to stay with the center line. Okay, that fog is getting to me now, but it's not that bad though. It's just not realistic. So I can click on this. Yeah, our flaps have gone down again. Our flaps have gone up rather. It just keeps doing that to me. Oh. I have made so many mistakes on this one. Alright, we're getting to V1. And our rotate is 166. V1, rotate. Alright, we'll raise that up a little. And up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gears coming up. I don't know why we're still getting that blowout though, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, nice. All right, now we can turn on autopilot and let's go. So autopilot comes on, and we're going to be banking to our right. Let's also do this from here. Usually doing that from one side is actually fine. That helps give the cabin good pressurization. So yeah, that's basically it for our takeoff now. At about 170, we're going to start raising our flaps. Okay, so let's start raising our flaps now. So we'll bring the flaps up to flaps 2. That fog was actually too much. It was more than I expected. The runway was really covered. We can go up flaps 1 now. No, not yet. We have to wait for the perfect. Yeah, now we can go up flaps 1. So yeah, I was saying that fog was actually too much. It was more than I thought. It was very much. But you know, it doesn't look like the fog. It looks very cartoonish. Let's close this up a bit just to have an idea of what we're actually doing. Ooh, okay, so let's take that off. Right, so now we can see all the changes and all the moves we're going to be making. For some reasons we're not aligned with our flight plan perfectly, but that's fine. We're going to fix that later. And look at this view from here. It's actually raining. That's an idea of rain right there. When the clouds are hitting the ground, you know it's raining, which is basically what water is really. So right, flaps all the way up now. Actually, we should have done that a long time ago. Alright, so that's pretty much it for our takeoff. So I'm just going to take you guys up to 10,000 feet. We're actually up to 10,000 feet already. That's interesting. So let's go and turn off all the landing lights and turn off seatbelt sign as well. So yeah, the passengers can move around now. Right, alright, so that's pretty much it. Let's just continue. So we're getting to our top of descent. Let's quickly see what that is. We're heading close. We're getting close to our top of descent now. So if I open this up, we can actually see. I think we have passed. Okay, we've not gotten to our top of descent. So let's go down, check our top of descent. I think it is saying 10,000 or something like that. That's actually very, very weird. So we're going to be descending down to flight level 100. Wow, that's interesting. All right, so that being said, let's quickly do that right here. I've never actually had to descend to flight level 100 before. This is like the first time. But that being said, let's cancel this. Can we cancel that? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Cabin altitude, what does that mean? Are we descending already? That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. We're not supposed to be descending now. Let me hold on to this for now. Wait. I am doing too many things. Okay. So yeah, we have a problem. I'm guessing I'm going to have to control this on my own from now on. So when we get to our top of descent, I might have to do this by myself. So our cabin pressure is complaining. I don't know why. It's correct. Interesting. Anyways, for now everything is actually fine. Everything is fine. So what we're going to do now is just keep an eye on this. I don't know. It looks to me like I have destroyed something, and I'm not quite sure what that is, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's go ahead, arm our speed brake and auto brakes, and also check for our approach. So click on this. Approach says 150 to 40 degrees of flaps. So click on that here. As we can see, that is now appearing here. All right, that's fine. Okay, let's just continue. I hope we have a better landing and a better whatever, whenever. Right. Does this work? It does. What do you know? Yeah. At night, you need all the lights you can get. Okay, we've started descending now. We've started descending. I guess I fixed it after all. What do you know? So we're going to be descending down to 10,000 feet. That's fine. Let's just continue. Okay, so obviously we're getting close to the ground already. So let's just turn on seatbelt sign and turn on runway lights and landing lights. We're actually getting close to the mountains. The mountains are right here. I hope we don't have fog situation at night. That would be very, very terrifying. Okay, so let's see. Let's open this up, because this aircraft should be very slow at this point. So let's bring it down to 160. Let's bring it down to 160. Yeah, this is actually fine. Let's bring it down to 140 and let's start adding flaps. So yeah, so while the aircraft still descend, let's take a look here and see if, wow, look at that turn. Look at that turn. It's funny how close to the sky is this city or state or whatever this place is. Like, you guys don't get it. We're 10,000 feet high and I can already see the ground. I can't see the runway though, but I can tell we're very, very close to the ground. So more flaps. We need to like decelerate as quick as possible. So we're up to flaps 5 now. Are we getting any signs and warnings? Not yet. So more flaps. No signs and warnings. Can we turn on localizer now? Yeah. Well, how are we doing that without frequency? I did not add any frequency to this step. Let me go back and take something here, because we really need that. We need that right now. So ILS, our frequency is 110.70. It's probably wrong. I mean, the one above is 111.30. Okay, maybe it's right. We can give it a chance. It works sometimes anyways. So 110.70. Let's zoom in from here. Get 110.70. All right, so on the other side, 110.70. Right, that's done. That's sorted. Where are you going to? Where is the aircraft going to?
I don't know.
Good. Please just level up. We don't want problems here. More flaps now. Right. Whoa, the aircraft has actually tried to decelerate here, but now it's screaming at me for some reason. I think turning on the localizer kind of changes how this aircraft approaches the flight plan. That's weird. I've never, there are so much I see every day in flight simming that I've never seen before. So it's kind of jumping this waypoint here, this waypoint to the next waypoint. I've never seen that before, ever. Can you imagine? That's very rare. That's very, very rare. But anyways, we keep going. Let me see where our approach lies. More flaps. Okay, I'll come to leg. So the runway itself is 8,300 feet above sea level. That's just amazing. That's like amazing. Okay, so let's arm our approach now. Yeah, glide slope intercepted. More flaps. This is flaps 30. Is the aircraft still screaming at us?
Nope.
No, I think the screaming stopped. Anyways, so we'll go flaps 40 now. This has to be like the most ridiculous flight I have ever done, because I am okay. 2,500 gears coming down. I like how the gears do like right and then left. I don't know if that is realistic. I just like it. All right, so we're down to 10,000 feet. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please. What else is there to do? We don't have a checklist here. Even if we have, I'm not using it. That's just the truth, guys. That's just the truth. All right, but everything lines up perfectly. So let's just get a beautiful landing. I don't have eyes on the runway, but I know we're perfectly aligned, I hope, but I don't have eyes on the runway. Is that it? Is that the runway?
Nope.
Where's the runway? It should be right here. Oh, okay, I think I saw it. Did I? Yeah, that has to be it. I think this is the runway. Or is it that? No, it has to be this one right here. Well, we'll keep the autopilot on until we are very sure that we have eyes on the runway. So this is about 900 feet now. Okay. The fog situation here is actually very funny. Let's add more speed, because this is trying to trick me. Let's do 160. Yeah. Do we have eyes on the runway? Wow. Still, wait. What am I looking at? That is a mountain right in front of me. Am I stomping into a mountain? Yes. I don't know what that is. But that's a mountain right there, guys. Okay, let's go back down. Can we turn back the autopilot? I don't know. Let's see if we can turn back the autopilot and continue our approach. Oh, that's the runway right there. Come on, how am I supposed to get it? Wow. These guys tricked me. Did you guys see what just happened? Alright, no problem. We're just going to do a go around. Let's do a go around. Let's do a go around. I don't know why I get to do go arounds that often. Like, I actually had this landing, right? I had this landing, but then I had to do a go around. Okay, no problem. We're just going to do the go around. Anyways, how hard can that be? Let's take this off. Tired of saying that. It's actually good if you want to like do a go around, so you can take multiple waypoints and just add the ball. I don't need it, so I'm just going to go down here and kind of let's go back to departures and approach. Do this again. I believe this is what we did the last time. Click on exit. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. Have I done something wrong? Let me see. Where am I now? Okay, fine. I'm just going to turn around and go back and align myself with the runway again. Okay, that's fine. We're doing good. Let's gear up. And should we retract our flaps or just leave it like that? Let's retract everything. But I don't think we're going to be needing more speed. Let's just do speed 160. 160 is fine for speed. So retract flaps completely. Keep every other thing on. Alright, let's just turn around and get on with our flight plan again. Okay, let's just keep in watch though. Going arounds are very, very stressful. But yeah, we're already here. Alright, so we're taking a bank now. Let's start adding flaps little by little. I am not completely sure of what the aircraft is doing, but I will just have to trust it.
What do you mean by that?
Bring on localizer. Keep my eyes on the AGL. Okay, more flaps. I'm not even sure if the speed knows what it should be doing. We're actually very close to the ground. We are very close to the ground. Very, very close. Okay, let's keep the speed there. What's that sound? Why? What was that sound? I'm not sure. This aircraft better not be. There is so much to keep looking at. Our speed just went off again. Okay. There is just so much to keep looking at. Our flaps. Let's go ahead, add more flaps. More flaps. Where's the runway? It is going to continue to the next waypoint, I believe. Yeah, it is going to continue to the next. I don't know if. Come on, don't shout at me. We're in this together. Okay. The runway is somewhere around here. I'm not sure. Man, flight simming is extremely hard. Alright. Regardless, gears down. So now we are banking into our approach, I think. So let's go ahead, turn on approach now. Right. Okay, this is hopeful. This is hopeful, I think. I'm not sure of anything now. The last time we did an approach, there was like a mountain right in front of us, so I wasn't sure if I should go down or just wait for it to like clear off. I don't have eyes on the runway. I don't have eyes on the runway. I'm just going to wait till about maybe 400 feet or something like that, and then I am the approach. Is that the runway? Nope. It's not. Great. So we'll keep in tune with this. The runway is actually somewhere right here, but it's covered by that fog right in front of us. Yeah. Well, we will see. Gears are down. Speed brake set. Oh wow, what happened to our speed brake? I don't know. Auto brake set. Flaps set. Seat belt sign set. When did I add 9,300 for my altitude? I don't know. This aircraft is really doing something on its own. Is this the max? Because it doesn't feel like the max again. There we have it. That's mountain right in front of us. It comes very close, and the moment I kind of slide or run away from it, the runway is right in front of me, just right in front of me. So I'm not going to run away from it again. I'm just going to face it. It is not as close as I think. This is actually scary. This is scary. This is scary. Oh, there's the runway. There's the runway. So turn off everything and get a better landing. Right, flare and touch down softly. Oh, no go around. Come on. Nice. Beautiful. One thing is for sure, I am not very sure. I know when we touched down, but that wasn't a very good landing. We kind of floated a little bit, but yeah.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
This was incredible at the end of the day. All right. So 60 knots here, and we're just going to reduce our ground speed. Ooh, I'm supposed to exit from there. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. So the reason why we don't have our landing light illuminating on the wall there or on the ground is because for my graphics we can't actually have that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's why. So one other thing there is to note here. Hold on, our cabin pressure has changed. Okay, it's fine now. So I would like to go on from here. I don't know much about this airport, so I'm not even sure where I should be taxiing to. Is this even the right place? Feels like so, I think. Wait, what's this? Whoa, oh, I can just park here. Are you serious? That's sweet. Let's turn off all the lights. All right, so 3, 2, 1, and stop. Right. Parking brakes can come on. Nice. And that's it for this flight. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in our next video. Bye bye. Peace.
haters been calling, my enemies stalling, my people been balling, my team we been wildin'. Counted 100, we use basic tools. Strategies moving where we gotta move. There wasn't no option, no time on the clock, and no setting it back, and we gotta get profit. I'm standing on top of the glory, the road. We was just rebels and do what was told. When they asked me how we love